Turkey is a land where history, culture, and natural beauty come together in a breathtaking way. It stands at the crossroads of Europe and Asia, blending the charm of the East with the elegance of the West. From ancient ruins to bustling bazaars, from turquoise coastlines to snow-covered mountains, Turkey offers a journey full of wonder. The moment you arrive, you can feel the warmth of Turkish hospitality and the deep sense of heritage that lives in every city, village, and street corner. The aroma of freshly brewed Turkish tea, the sound of street musicians, and the sight of grand mosques and palaces instantly make you fall in love with the country. Turkey is not just a place to visit. It is an experience that touches every sense. You can explore the layers of civilizations that shaped human history, taste delicious dishes filled with spices and tradition, and witness landscapes that look like they belong in a dream. Whether you love history, nature, food, or adventure, Turkey has something for everyone. Each region tells its own story, offering endless memories to create, so get ready to explore one of the most fascinating destinations in the world, a country that beautifully connects the past and the present, and welcomes you. Hagia Sophia is one of the most iconic landmarks in Turkey and a true masterpiece of world architecture. Standing proudly in the heart of Istanbul, it reflects more than 1,000 years of history, faith, and artistic brilliance. Originally built as a cathedral during the Byzantine Empire, Hagia Sophia later became a mosque, and today it stands as a museum and a symbol of harmony between cultures and religions. Its massive dome seems to float effortlessly above the ground, creating a feeling of peace and wonder the moment you step inside. The interior is filled with breathtaking mosaics, elegant marble pillars, and golden details that glow in the soft light. Every corner of Hagia Sophia tells a story of empires that rose and fell, of people who prayed and dreamed, and of a city that connects continents and hearts. Visiting Hagia Sophia is not just about seeing a building, it is about feeling the spirit of centuries that have passed through its grand halls. It reminds every traveler of how beauty and faith can live together in one timeless place. Istanbul is a city unlike any other in the world. It is a place where two continents meet, where Europe and Asia blend together in a dance of history, culture, and modern life. Every corner of this city tells a story of empires, travelers, and dreamers who left their mark through the centuries. The beauty of Istanbul lies in its contrasts. Ancient mosques stand beside modern cafes, grand palaces overlook the bustling waters of the Bosphorus, and the sound of the call to prayer mixes with the lively rhythm of city streets. It is a place where tradition and progress walk hand in hand. You can lose yourself in colorful bazaars filled with spices, carpets, and lanterns, or enjoy the peaceful view of the city from a ferry crossing the Bosphorus. The aroma of Turkish coffee and street food fills the air, while the warm smiles of the people make you feel instantly at home. Istanbul is not just a destination, it is an emotion. It captures the heart of every traveler with its beauty, energy, and timeless charm. Once you experience it, a part of you will always remain in this magical city that bridges worlds. Phaselis is a hidden jewel along Turkey's southern coast, where ancient history meets the calm rhythm of the sea. Once a thriving Lycian port city, it now rests quietly among pine forests and turquoise waters, offering a peaceful escape filled with beauty and mystery. As you walk through the ruins of Phaselis, stone streets lead you past ancient baths, theaters, and markets that once buzzed with life. The scent of pine trees mixes with the salty sea air, and the sound of waves echoes softly through the remains of the old harbor. It is easy to imagine ships arriving here long ago, carrying goods, travelers, and stories from across the Mediterranean. What makes Phaselis truly special is its setting. The ruins sit right beside three small bays with clear, inviting water. You can swim where the ancients once traded and sailed, surrounded by mountains and forest that create a scene of perfect harmony between nature and history. Phaselis is not a place of crowds or noise. It is a place to slow down, explore, and feel the quiet connection between the past and the sea. It reminds every traveler that beauty often lives in the simplest moments: sunlight on water, wind in the trees, and history resting gently by the shore. Konya is a hidden gem on Turkey's southern coast, where turquoise waters meet golden sun and rugged mountains. It is a small seaside town filled with charm, color, and a relaxed spirit that makes every visitor feel at peace. The streets of Konya are lined with whitewashed houses, covered in bright pink bougainvillea, and filled with the gentle sound of the sea breeze. Cafes spill out onto cobblestone lanes, and friendly locals welcome travelers with warm smiles and the aroma of fresh Turkish coffee. Konya is a paradise for those who love the sea. You can dive into crystal clear waters, explore underwater ruins, or sail across hidden coves and quiet islands. Just a short boat ride away lies the sunken city of Cappadocia, where the remains of an ancient civilization rest beneath the waves, a place of mystery and beauty. As the day ends, The sunset over Kaç paints the sky in shades of orange and gold, reflecting on the calm sea. It is a perfect moment of peace, where time seems to slow down. Kaç is not just a place to visit, it is a feeling of freedom, simplicity and connection with nature. Hierapolis is an ancient city that rises above the white terraces of Pamukkale, where history and natural beauty exist side by side. Once a grand Roman spa city, it was built around the healing thermal waters that still flow through the area today. Walking among its ruins, you can almost feel the same peace and wonder that visitors felt thousands of years ago. The wide stone streets of Hierapolis lead to temples, baths, and an impressive theatre that once echoed with music and voices. The ruins glow softly in the sunlight, surrounded by the brilliant white cliffs of Pamukkale below. Each stone seems to hold the memory of those who came seeking rest, faith, and renewal. One of the most moving places here is the ancient necropolis, a city of the dead where countless tombs stretch across the hillside, reminding us how long people have honored this sacred place. Nearby lies the Pool of Cleopatra, where you can still bathe in warm, mineral-rich water surrounded by fallen columns from the Roman era. Hierapolis is more than an archaeological site. It is a place that connects body and spirit, earth and sky. It reminds travelers that beauty, healing, and history can live together in perfect balance, just as they have for centuries on this timeless hill. Pamukkale is one of nature's most stunning masterpieces. Its name means cotton castle, and when you see it, you understand why. White terraces made of mineral-rich water flow down the hillside, shining in the sunlight like layers of soft cotton or snow. It is a scene so magical that it feels almost unreal. For thousands of years, the thermal waters of Pamukkale have been famous for their beauty and healing qualities. The warm turquoise pools invite visitors to dip their feet and feel the soothing touch of nature's own spa. The water leaves behind sparkling white minerals that have created this breathtaking landscape over time. Above the terraces lies the ancient city of Hierapolis, once a thriving Roman spa town. Walking among its ruins, with the white cliffs of Pamukkale in the background, feels like stepping into a dream where history and nature live side by side. Pamukkale is a place of peace and wonder, a reminder of how powerful and artistic nature can be. Whether you come for the healing waters, the incredible views, or the ancient stories, this cotton castle will leave you with memories that stay forever. Knidos is a place where the spirit of ancient history meets the beauty of the sea. Resting at the very tip of the Datça Peninsula, it was once one of the most important cities of the ancient world, a shining center of art, science, and culture. Today, the ruins of Knidos stand peacefully under the sun, surrounded by the endless blue of the Aegean and Mediterranean waters. As you walk among the marble columns and crumbling walls, it is easy to imagine ships once sailing into the harbor, scholars studying the stars, and artists shaping the future of civilization. One of the most famous wonders of Knidos was the statue of Aphrodite, created by the great sculptor Praxedes. Though the original statue is gone, the beauty of the site still carries her spirit, graceful, timeless, and full of light. The view from Knidos is breathtaking. Standing at the edge of the ancient theater, you can see where two seas meet, and the wind seems to whisper stories of the past. Knidos is not just an archaeological site, it is a place where time stands still, where the past feels alive, and where nature and history share the same horizon. The Datça Peninsula is one of Turkey's most peaceful and unspoiled treasures, stretching between the Aegean and Mediterranean seas. It is a place where crystal-clear waters, olive groves, and quiet villages create a feeling of pure serenity. The road to Datça winds through hills covered with pine trees and wild herbs, filling the air with the scent of nature. Along the way, hidden coves and secret beaches appear like gems waiting to be discovered. The sea here shines in shades of deep blue and emerald green, inviting travelers to stop, swim, and simply enjoy the moment. In the heart of the peninsula lies the old town of Datça. With stone houses, narrow lanes, and blooming bougainvillea that give it timeless charm. The locals live slowly and joyfully, welcoming visitors with kindness and fresh local flavors, olives, honey, almonds, and handmade crafts. At the far tip of the peninsula stands ancient Knidos, where ruins overlook the endless sea. It is a place where history and nature meet in quiet harmony. The Datça Peninsula is not just a destination. It is a feeling of calm, freedom, and connection to the natural world. Dalyan is a peaceful riverside town that feels like a hidden paradise. Surrounded by lush green hills and calm blue waters, it is a place where nature, history, and beauty come together in perfect harmony. The slow flow of the Dalyan River creates a sense of calm that makes every moment here feel magical. Along the riverbanks, you can see the ancient Lycian rock tombs carved high into the cliffs. These stone monuments, standing quietly for centuries, tell stories of a time long past. A boat ride along the river takes you close to them, as turtles swim nearby and birds glide above the water. One of Dalyan's most famous treasures is Tuzu Beach, a long, golden stretch of sand where sea turtles come to nest. The beach is untouched and peaceful. Offering a perfect place to relax and feel connected to nature. Dalyan is not a place of noise or hurry. It is a place to slow down. To breathe and to enjoy the simple beauty of life. With its gentle river, ancient history, and warm-hearted people, Dalyan captures the soul of Turkey in the most tranquil way. Arsameia is an ancient city hidden among the mountains of southeastern Turkey, a place where history, mystery, and beauty come together in quiet harmony. Once the royal residence and sacred center of the Kingdom of Konya, it stands proudly near Mount Nemrut, sharing in its timeless spirit. As you walk up the stone path that winds through the hillside, you can feel the presence of the past. Carved reliefs along the way show kings greeting the gods, telling stories of faith, power, and friendship between the human and the divine. The most famous carving shows King Mithridates shaking hands with the god Hercules, a symbol of strength and unity that still inspires awe today. At the top of the site, the remains of ancient halls and tunnels open to breathtaking views of the Euphrates River and the green valleys below. The silence of Arsameia feels peaceful, broken only by the wind and the songs of birds. Arsameia is not just an archaeological site. It is a place of reflection. It reminds us how deeply connected people once were to the earth, the sky, and the idea of something greater than themselves. Every stone, every carving, and every breath of mountain air tells a story that continues to live on. Topkapı Palace is a place where the grandeur of the Ottoman Empire comes to life. For centuries, it was the home of sultans, the heart of royal ceremonies, and the center of political power. Today, it stands as a magnificent museum, offering visitors a glimpse into the world of opulence, tradition, and history. As you walk through its grand gates, you enter a world filled with courtyards, gardens, and halls that once echoed with royal footsteps. Each section of the palace reveals a story, from the delicate tiles that cover the walls to the glittering treasures that were once owned by emperors. The palace overlooks the Bosphorus Strait, giving visitors a stunning view that connects Europe and Asia. Inside, you can explore rooms filled with priceless artifacts, ancient manuscripts, and jewels that reflect the splendor of a powerful empire. Topkapı Palace is not just a monument. It is a living memory of a time when Istanbul was at the center of the world. Every arch, Every door and every view carries the whispers of history, inviting travelers to imagine the lives of those who once ruled within its walls. Konya is a city where faith, poetry, and history blend into one timeless rhythm. It is one of the oldest cities in the world, filled with spiritual depth and cultural beauty. Walking through Konya feels like stepping into a world where the past still whispers softly through every street and every melody of the wind. This city is best known as the home of Mevlana Jalaluddin Rumi, the great Sufi poet and philosopher, whose words of love and peace continue to inspire people across the world. The Mevlana Museum, with its green dome shining under the sun, holds his tomb and the spirit of his teachings. Inside, the air feels peaceful, as if the world itself slows down for a moment of reflection. Beyond its spiritual heart, Konya offers grand mosques, ancient madrasas, and traditional markets filled with color and life. The aroma of Turkish coffee and sweet pastries drifts through the streets, while the sound of soft music invites travelers to pause and feel the soul of the city. Konya is not just a place to visit, it is a place to feel. It speaks to the heart with its calmness, wisdom, and devotion. In Konya, you do not just see history, you feel the living spirit of love, unity, and inner peace. Mount Hasan is a silent giant rising above the plains of central Turkey, with its twin peaks reaching toward the sky. It is one of the most beautiful and ancient volcanoes in the region. The mountain stands between Arsameia and Cappadocia, shaping the land with its strength and timeless grace. From a distance, Mount Hasan looks calm and still, but its slopes tell a story that began millions of years ago. The same volcanic forces that created this mountain also shaped the soft valleys and fairy chimneys of Cappadocia. Today, it is a place where nature and history meet in quiet harmony. Climbing Mount Hasan is a journey through changing worlds, from fields and meadows at its base to rocky paths and cool winds near the top. As you rise higher, the land below opens wide, revealing endless plains and the distant beauty of the Cappadocian landscape. The view from the summit feels peaceful and powerful, like standing at the edge of time itself. Mount Hasan is more than a mountain, it is a symbol of endurance and calm. Whether covered in snow or glowing in the evening sun, it reminds every traveler of how the earth holds both strength and beauty within its silent heart. Cappadocia feels like a dream carved into the earth. It is a land of soft stone valleys, mysterious caves, and tall rock formations that look like they were sculpted by magic. This region in central Turkey is famous for its otherworldly landscapes and its history that stretches back thousands of years. The moment you arrive, the scenery takes your breath away. The fairy chimneys, shaped by wind and time, rise from the ground like natural castles. Beneath them lie ancient cave homes, churches, and underground cities where people once lived in safety and peace. One of the most magical sights in Cappadocia is the sunrise. As the first light of morning touches the land, hundreds of colorful hot air balloons rise into the sky, floating silently over the valleys. It is a moment that feels timeless, peaceful, and full of wonder. Cappadocia is more than a place to see, it is a place to feel. You can walk through its narrow paths, explore its hidden tunnels, or simply sit and watch the sunset paint the rocks in shades of gold and rose. Every moment here connects you to nature, history, and the quiet beauty of the earth itself. Marmaris is one of Turkey's most vibrant seaside towns, where the beauty of the coast meets the energy of modern life. Nestled between pine-covered mountains and a sparkling blue bay, it is a place that combines natural charm, lively atmosphere, and rich history. The harbour of Marmaris is always full of colour. Yachts, sailboats and fishing boats rocking gently on the calm water. Along the waterfront, cafes and restaurants invite you to relax, enjoy the view and taste the delicious flavours of the sea. The air is filled with laughter, music and the scent of fresh food. For those who love adventure, Marmaris offers endless possibilities. From sailing across quiet bays and hidden islands to exploring the nearby forests and waterfalls. And for those who enjoy history, the old town with its narrow streets and stone castle offers a glimpse into the city's deep past. As the sun sets, Marmaris glows with golden light and the night comes alive with soft music and warm breezes. It is a place where every day can be peaceful or exciting, depending on how you wish to live it. Marmaris is not just a resort, it is a feeling of joy, freedom, and the simple beauty of coastal life. Fethiye is one of Turkey's most beautiful coastal towns. A place where turquoise waters meet green mountains and ancient history lives beside modern charm. It is a destination that captures the heart of every traveler with its gentle rhythm and breathtaking scenery. The town rests along a peaceful harbour, filled with sailing boats that shimmer under the sun. From here you can explore quiet islands, hidden coves, and long sandy beaches that feel like pieces of paradise. The famous Blue Lagoon at Uludeniz is one of the most stunning sights, with water so calm and clear that it looks like glass. Fethiye is also rich in history. The ancient Lycian rock tombs carved into the cliffs watch over the town, reminding visitors of civilizations that once flourished here. Nearby, the ruins of Telos and the ghost village of Hierapolis tell silent stories of the past. Whether you come for adventure, peace, or beauty, Fethiye offers it all, from paragliding over the sea to walking along forested trails, or simply enjoying the glow of the sunset over the harbor. It is a place that feels both relaxing and alive, where every moment becomes a cherished memory. Butterfly Valley is one of the most magical places in Turkey, a hidden paradise surrounded by towering cliffs and the sparkling blue sea. Tucked between steep rocks near Fethiye, it feels untouched, pure, and full of natural beauty. The valley takes its name from the many butterflies that appear during the warm months, fluttering among the flowers and creating a scene that feels almost dreamlike. The air is filled with the soft sound of the waterfall that flows gently through the valley and meets the sea in a calm, crystal-clear cove. Reaching Butterfly Valley is an adventure in itself. Most visitors arrive by boat, and as you approach from the water, the sight of the cliffs rising above the beach takes your breath away. The beach is peaceful and simple, with soft sand, turquoise water, and a feeling of total freedom. This is a place to disconnect from the world. No loud noise, no rush, only the rhythm of nature. Whether you come to swim, hike, or simply sit under the stars, Butterfly Valley invites you to slow down and listen to the beauty of the earth. It is a reminder that sometimes the most unforgettable moments are found in the quietest places. Patara is a place where golden sand, ancient history, and the beauty of nature come together in perfect harmony. It is one of Turkey's most stunning coastal treasures, known for its endless beach and the fascinating ruins of an ancient city that once thrived nearby. The beach at Patara stretches as far as the eye can see, soft, golden, and untouched. The gentle waves of the Mediterranean roll onto the shore, and the wind carries the scent of salt and freedom. It is a protected area where sea turtles come to nest, reminding visitors how precious and alive this land truly is. Just beyond the beach lie the ruins of ancient Patara, once an important Lycian port and the birthplace of Saint Nicholas, the figure who inspired the legend of Santa Claus. Walking among the stone arches, theaters, and columns, you can almost hear the echoes of the people who lived here long ago. Patara is a place of peace and wonder, where the past meets the present under an endless sky. Whether you come to swim, explore, or simply watch the sunset paint the dunes in shades of gold, Patara invites you to slow down and feel the timeless beauty of nature and history combined. Xanthos is a place where the stones themselves seem to speak. Hidden in the hills of southwestern Turkey, it was once the powerful capital of the ancient Lycian civilization, a city filled with courage, art, and stories that have survived through time. Walking through the ruins of Xanthos feels like stepping into a history book brought to life. You can see the remains of grand temples, theaters, and monuments that tell of a people deeply proud of their heritage. The carvings and inscriptions found here reveal the early voice of the Lycian language, making Xanthos one of the most important archaeological sites in the region. What makes Xanthos truly unforgettable is its spirit. According to legend, its people chose bravery and honor over surrender, leaving behind a legacy that still inspires awe today. Standing among the ancient pillars, surrounded by open skies and the scent of wild herbs, you can almost feel that same strength in the air. Xanthos is not just a ruin, it is a living reminder of the timeless human desire for freedom, identity, and beauty. Every stone, every shadow, and every whisper of the wind carries the memory of a civilization that helped shape the soul of this land. Termessos is one of the most breathtaking ancient cities in Turkey, hidden high in the Taurus Mountains above Antalya. Surrounded by forests and rocky cliffs, it feels like a city lost in time, untouched, powerful, and full of mystery. Unlike many ancient sites, Termessos was never conquered. Its strong position in the mountains made it a natural fortress. And even Alexander the Great could not take it. Walking through the ruins, you can still feel the spirit of independence that once defined this proud city. The journey to Termessos takes you through winding paths filled with the scent of pine and wild herbs. When you reach the ancient theater, carved into the mountainside, the view takes your breath away. From here you can see the vast valleys below and the endless sky above, a scene that feels sacred and eternal. Among the ruins, time seems to stand still. Broken columns, stone gates, and quiet tombs whisper stories of a strong people who lived in harmony with nature. Termessos is not just a place of history, it is a place of silence and strength, where the mountains protect the memory of a civilization that refused to fade away. Perge is one of the most impressive ancient cities in Turkey, a place where history seems to rise from the earth itself. Located near Antalya, it was once a grand city of the Pamphylian civilization, and later an important center in the Roman world. Today its ruins stand proudly under the sun, telling stories of glory, art, and faith. Walking through Perge feels like traveling back in time. The wide stone streets, once busy with merchants and travelers, are still lined with tall columns that stretch toward the sky. The ancient theater, the grand stadium, and the beautifully carved gates reveal the power and sophistication of this remarkable city. Perge is also known as a place visited by St. Paul during his journeys, making it an important site for early Christian history. The blend of sacred heritage and classical beauty gives the city a special atmosphere, calm, timeless, and full of meaning. As you explore, the warm breeze carries the scent of the surrounding fields, and the sunlight glows gently on the old stones. Perge is not just a collection of ruins, it is a living memory of human creativity, faith, and the desire to build something that lasts beyond time itself. Selime Monastery. Selime Monastery is one of the most extraordinary places in Cappadocia, a vast rock-cut complex that feels like a city carved into the heart of the mountains. Standing tall at the end of the Ilara Valley, it captures both the mystery of nature and the devotion of the people who once lived and prayed here. The monastery was carved directly from volcanic rock more than 1,000 years ago. Inside there are tunnels, chambers, and chapels that echo softly with history. The main cathedral, hewn entirely from stone, rises with high arches and carved columns that show incredible skill and faith. As you explore, you can almost imagine the monks who once walked these paths, chanting in candlelight and finding peace within the silence of the cave walls. The view from Selime is breathtaking. Wide valleys, soft hills, and the endless sky stretching over Cappadocia's dreamlike landscape. Selime Monastery is not just a monument, it is a masterpiece of both nature and human spirit. It reminds every traveler of how deeply people once lived in harmony with their surroundings, creating beauty and faith out of stone itself. Mount Erciyes rises proudly above the heart of central Turkey, a majestic volcano that shapes the landscape of Cappadocia and the city of Kayseri. Its snow-covered peak glows beautifully under the sunlight, standing as a silent guardian over the region. This mountain is one of Turkey's highest and most impressive natural wonders. In winter, its slopes become a paradise for skiers and snowboarders, with pure white snow and clear blue skies stretching endlessly. The mountain's air is crisp and clean, and every breath feels fresh and full of life. In the warmer months, Mount Erciyes transforms into a world of adventure. Green meadows bloom with wild flowers, and hikers explore its trails, discovering hidden views of valleys and distant plains. From the summit, the view is breathtaking, a sea of clouds and endless horizons that make you feel connected to the earth and the sky at once. Mount Erciyes is more than just a mountain. It is a place of peace, strength, and beauty. It shows the power of nature and the calm it brings to those who stand in its shadow. Whether covered in snow or bathed in summer light, it reminds travelers that true majesty often lies in silence and simplicity. Lake Tuz is one of the most magical and otherworldly places in Turkey. Its name means salt lake, and when you see it, you understand why. Stretching across the vast plains of central Anatolia, this shimmering white lake looks like a mirror reflecting the endless sky. During the dry season, the water becomes shallow and the surface turns pure white with layers of salt. Walking across it feels like stepping onto a dream. The horizon fades and everything around you glows in soft light. When the sun sets, the lake turns shades of pink, gold, and silver, creating one of the most peaceful scenes you can ever witness. Lake Tuz is also home to beautiful wildlife, including flocks of flamingos that gather in its shallow waters. Their graceful reflections add even more life and color to the silent beauty of the landscape. Standing on the quiet surface of Lake Tuz, you feel the world slow down. There is no noise, no rush, only the wind, the light, and the wide open sky. It is a place that reminds us how powerful and calming nature can be, even in its simplest form.